You never really understand a person until you consider things from his point of view. Until you climb inside of his skin and walk around in it. Until I feared I would lose it, I never loved to read. One does not love breathing. I wanted you to see what real courage is, instead of getting the idea that courage is a man with a gun in his hand. It's when you know you're licked before you begin, but you begin anyway and see it through no matter what. People generally see what they look for and hear what they listen for. The one thing that doesn't abide by majority rule is a person's conscience. Atticus told me to delete the adjectives, and I'd have the facts. I think there's just one kind of folks. Sometimes the Bible in the hand of one man is worse than a whiskey bottle in the hand of another. There are just some kind of men who are so busy worrying about the next world they've never learned to live in this one, and you can look down the street and see the results. Atticus, he was real nice. Most people are, Scout, when you finally see them. People in their right minds never take pride in their talents. It was times like these when I thought my father, who hated guns and had never been to any wars, was the bravest man who ever lived. With him, life was routine. Without him, life was unbearable. Real courage is when you know you're licked before you begin, but you begin anyway and see it through no matter what. You just hold your head high and keep those fists down. No matter what anybody says to you, don't you let them get your goat. Try fightin' with your head for a change. Atticus Finch. It's never an insult to be called what somebody thinks is a bad name. It just shows you how poor that person is. It doesn't hurt you. Simply because we were licked 100 years before we started is no reason for us not to try to win. Things are always better in the morning. We're paying the highest tribute you can pay a man. We trust him to do right. It's that simple. I was born good but had grown progressively worse every year. Scout. You can choose your friends, but you can't choose your family. They're still kin to you no matter whether you acknowledge them or not, and it makes you look right silly when you don't.